I wasn't gonna, but now I'm gonna. Let's watch this clip together.
Something about forcing my kid to get up for school before her body's ready to get up for school doesn't make sense to me. Like, why does my kid have to be in school by 8 a.m.? She's 5 years old. Let me know. Like, this poor kid is tired. I'm tired.
Long story short, the whole thing's a scam. The only reason they're there at 8 a.m. is so that we can continue to have hustle culture, so that the worker bees of the world don't realize that they are being used in work, so nuclear families disappear, so that the family work dynamic doesn't work, so that we have people constantly getting divorced because of the stress that they have to endure, plus kids, plus the unfairness, because everybody wants everything to be 50-50, but in reality, life doesn't work that way, and it really shouldn't work that way in your house. But we're shoving our kids off so that they have a babysitter, and then we're calling it school because they need that many hours of schooling, which they do not need. Plus, your kid does not need to go to preschool. They do not need to go to kindergarten. They do, in the United States, need to be registered at some sort of first grade, whether that is homeschool, online school, hybrid school, charter school, public school, private school, whatever kind of school that gives you the okie dokie artichoke. And that is usually between the ages of 6 and 7, depending on where their birthday lies. Short of that, your kids don't need to be there. But schools start at 8, so that the parents can get to work by 9. And then they have after-school care, which in some schools is actually an additional charge. Go figure. But you have to pay it because you're at work till 5. So if you don't pay it, then who's watching your kid? So if your kid leaves, then they get on the late bus, if you have buses where you live, and then they get home, and then you're home, and then you hang out with them for 2 hours, and then it's dinner, bed, and then cycle, repeat, wash, send them off again. Yeah, these kids are tired. When I was in school in the 90s, even up to kindergarten, naps were mandatory. These were hour to hour and a half long down times for children. Now they're not even in preschools. They're not even in daycares, aren't even mandatory naps. These kids aren't sleeping. And the audacity of parents to not recognize that they need sleep, that they need downtime. It blows my mind. Parents talk about how tired they are. So if you as a 35-year-old individual, hypothetically, you're 35, are tired as fuck after 8 hours of work, plus needing to get up to get ready, plus getting there, plus coming home. What makes you think a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, a 9-year-old isn't tired too? The logic is missing for me. They're growing. You're not. And yet, we will fight to keep these kids up and awake. And we want to know why they're crabby, why they don't listen, why they're stubborn, why they're obnoxious. Y'all, there's no reason for this. And the more we continue to let this happen, the more we continue to not talk about how this hustle culture is affecting the mentality and emotional, not to mention physical, health of our future and our children, the more we'll continue to drown in it, and we're not going to get anywhere. Food for thought, I'm just saying.